Check My Macula is a short online quiz that tells you your individual risk factors for age-related macular degeneration or diabetic eye disease. It can also help you book an eye exam with your local optometrist. If you're over the age of 50 or you have diabetes, you should definitely take this quiz. If you see one of these posters in your local pharmacy or ophthalmology clinic, please scan the QR code, which you'll find on the bottom right of the poster, with your smart device in order to access the service. If you're not around a poster or cannot scan the code, please type www.checkmymacula.com.au in your web browser to complete the quiz. So let's go ahead and complete that quiz. Okay, so we're now on the checkmymacula.com.au web browser. So scroll down, and as you can see, it's 5 easy questions. It'll only take 1 minute to complete, and you're able to check your risk factors instantly. So let's get started. So for the purposes of this demonstration, I will be inputting the following risk factors. So the first is, are you 50 or over? And as you can see on the side here, it tells you why these various risk factors are actually risk factors for age-related macular degeneration, and gives you a couple of statistics as well. So for the purpose of this, I'm going to select yes. Do you have a family history of macular disease? I'm also going to select yes. Have you smoked tobacco? I'm going to select yes for this one as well. And do you have diabetes? I'm going to select yes for this. And finally, the last question is, have you had an eye exam, including a macular check, in the past 2 years? I'm going to select no for this one. So as you can see, I have completed the Check My Macula quiz, and now by selecting Get My Results, I'll be able to get my results. So now it shows me that I have multiple risk factors and that I'm able to see my full results below. Here it's telling me that eye exams are very important, and it will enable me to find an optometrist using a search function. I'll come back to this in a little later. The next one, if I scroll down, is family history. It tells me that family history is a risk factor for many macular diseases, and that I'm able to view a fact sheet. So by clicking on this, it will open up in my internet browser a little fact sheet about the effect that genetics and family connection can have on age-related macular degeneration. Scrolling here, it'll enable me to get a little bit more information about AMD, how to start a conversation with my family, as well as an eye health checklist, and if I need more information, I can also visit the MD Foundation website or call their national helpline number. You're able to view this in the browser, or you can also download this too. Scrolling further down, it tells me that smoking is a risk factor, and I can visit the Quit Smoking website. Clicking on this will open up an internet browser for quit.org.au, which will provide me with some tips and advice as to how I'm able to quit smoking. Going back, we can see that diabetes is of course another risk factor, and by clicking on View Fact Sheet, I'm able to view a fact sheet on how to prevent and reduce my risk of diabetic eye disease. And here you can see, just goes through a lot of things in relation to diabetic eye disease, as well as the risk factors and how to prevent them. Scrolling further down, it also provides me with a checklist that I'm able to download in order how I'm able to reduce my risk of vision loss. So clicking on Download Checklist will open this up. That just has some helpful tips as how I'm able to reduce my risk of vision loss or further progression. Going back again, Eat for Your Eyes, you can see that you can download Macular Disease Foundation Australia's Macula Menu. So clicking on that will open up here, and this contains a lot of delicious recipes in the form of an e-cookbook that help you eat for your eye health, with a lot of delicious ingredients that are quite healthy and good for the eyes too. So you can see while scrolling through here, you might be able to have some frequently asked questions answered. And then also it goes through a couple of recipes as well. Scrolling further down, this links to our national helpline number, which is 1800 111 709. And clicking on that will enable you to give us a call if you want any further support or advice about your macular disease journey. Now I'm going to scroll back up to the top again and click on that Find an Optometrist. So I'm going to click Search here. And this should open up with a map. And as you can see, I've got a map of Australia, as well as an ability to put in my postcode. So I'm going to put my postcode in here. I'm going to use 2000 and click on that. Here, as you can see, there's a lot of different optometrists in my area. And by clicking on this little plus arrow, I'm able to zoom in on the map and scroll around to see where my closest optometrist would be. I can also use this function on the right-hand side here, which tells me list all of my optometrists for me. So as I can see, there are 22 results, so 22 optometrists in my area. Scrolling through, I can see not only how far away they are from me, but also their address. I'm just going to scroll down and choose Specsavers Optometrist at Sydney Central. So I can see that's 0.22 kilometres away from me. It gives me the address as well as the phone number, and I'm able to view that on the map. So because I'd like to book an appointment, I'm going to click on Book an Appointment here. And this will open up a form which will allow you to connect with the Macular Disease Foundation Australia. So the MDFA, we provide free information and support to people who are living with or could be at risk of a macular disease, as well as their families and carers. We can provide support over the phone using our national helpline number, or if you want to receive any resources from us, we can also help you out there. As well as that, if you'd like to be invited to any of our education sessions or join in on our free webinars, then you're able to do so and we have that on a variety of topics related to the eye. So I just need to provide my details here. So I'm going to provide my first name, my last name, as well as an email address. Also have to include a phone number as well. So that can either be a landline phone number or a mobile or both. I'm just going to put in a landline phone number here. I'm going to tick to the first one, which will enable me to agree to MDFA's terms and conditions. I'm not going to tick the second one, as I do want to provide my contact details to MDFA. And I'm going to click the last one here as well, which will direct me to an external booking website so that I'm able to book an appointment with my optometrist. And now I'm going to select continue. After selecting continue, it's going to redirect me to the website of the optometrist that I chose. So it's redirected me to the Sydney Pitt Street Mall Optometrist Clinic from Specsavers. So here I'm either able to make a call or also book an appointment. So hopefully I was able to provide you with a bit more information as how to use our simple and easy Check My Macula quiz. If you do have any questions about anything related to Check My Macula or just want to have a chat with us, please do not hesitate to contact us on our national helpline number, which once again is 1800 111 709. Thank you.